Hey, look who's here. Hey, Mean Matt.
Hey, Mean Matt here.
Hey, Mean Matt here.
Hey, Mean Matt here.
Hey, Mean Matt here. Hey, Mean Matt here. Hey, Mean Matt here.
Hey, Mean Matt here, and this is not a Wheels of Fury episode, and this is Kyle, or Killer Kyle, and today we're going to talk about Wrestle Kingdom 13, which was a very awesome show.
Indeed.
And all titles changed hands, which really is quite interesting. It was almost, well, actually, I can't say that either. I was going to say, compare it to WrestleMania 17, but no.
Not really.
It was a really good show. I think that everyone, I mean, like we said before, Japan always has good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, this year's Wrestle Kingdom, you had all the championships change hands. I believe the only titles that weren't defended at Wrestle Kingdom were the never open weight 6-man tag titles. Those are the only titles that you did not see on the card for Wrestle Kingdom.
but
Now, last year's Wrestle Kingdom, you had a fair amount of title changes as well. Now, I don't know if it's one of those things where, like, every year at Wrestle Kingdom, they go, okay, we've had these people be champions for a while, let's change it up and give somebody else a chance with the title, or how that works. But yeah, every title match that was on the card for Wrestle Kingdom, you ended up with a new champion. So,
yeah. So let's start off with the pre-show, which we didn't watch.
right.
That's the gauntlet match to determine the number one contender for the never openweight championship, tag team championship. So we had the most violent players, Toki Makabe and Toru Yano, and Raizu Taguchi.
Hiroki Taguchi
Yeah,
against Yuji Nagata, Jeff Cobb, David Finlay, Chaos, and Hiroki Goto, Beretta, and Chucky T. Suzuki Gun.
that would have been a really good match to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I really enjoy all those wrestlers, and well, I've already talked about how fucking awesome Jeff Cobb is.
We also had Minoru Suzuki, Lance Archer, Davey Boy Smith Jr. of the Elite, Hangman Page, Yujiro Tanahashi, and Marty Skrull, with Chase Owens as, I guess, the Bullet Club.
Okay. Well, anyways. So we got to the first match. We have Will Ospreay, who defeated Kota Ibushi for the Openweight Championship.
Yeah, the never openweight champion.
And what a fucking good match that was.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I really enjoy Will Ospreay. You know, he's been everywhere. And you look at Kota Ibushi, who really great wrestler, has faced Shinsuke Nakamura many times.
Yes.
And really did a good job last year for Wrestle Kingdom. So
Yes.
I think that, and of course, we gotta mention the Cruiserweight Classics.
Yes, of course.
So
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how long Kota Ibushi's been wrestling with New Japan, but he did did for the Cruiserweight Classic go to WWE and wrestle in America, you could say, but then after that go back to Japan and continue wrestling with New Japan.
Yeah.
In this match, you had two athletes that are really good at the high flying stuff, but also can really integrate the mat-based wrestling as well.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, talk about being carried out on a stretcher.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
like not very often do you see that happen, but I mean, in a match where you got shots to the head, like to the back of the head,
Yeah.
the back of the neck, and stuff like that, to see Kota Ibushi essentially carried out on a stretcher, gives you an idea of like what these guys do to each other.
Yeah.
Like, they don't fuck around.
No. I mean, there was also the rumor that Kota was leaving for a bit, and that's how he was being carried off, but yeah, no, they don't. And that's the thing. The thing too is, I didn't see too many strong style moves. There was a few in a few matches, but
Yeah.
really, I think the last match was a lot better at contact.
Right.
But anyway, so you have this match, the three-way tag team match for WGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Los, I'm gonna butcher this.
I believe it's Los Ingobernables de Japón. Is Bushi and Shingo Takagi?
Yeah, Takagi defeated Suzuki Gun, which was
Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado, and then Roppongi 3K, Show and Yo with Rocky Romero.
this was a pretty good match too.
It was. One thing I noticed about this match, like usually with three-way tag team title matches, you have two guys from one team on the outside, and then you have one guy from the other two teams outside the ring, and the other two start the match.
Well, all I can say is we tried.
Yeah.
You got a glimpse of Kyle's apartment anyways. Well, we did film once for the...
Oh yeah, we filmed at my place quite a few times. This is of course before you got your new camera,
Right, yeah.
and then we just started recording down here on a regular basis, and yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, we talked about this match. Michinoku, who is probably one of the best Japanese wrestlers of his time
Right.
in WWF.
Yes.
Also doing with Funaki and Yamaguchi-san.
Yeah.
And
First having a singles run for the, at that point, the light heavyweight
Yes.
championship, and then of course being partnered with Funaki as Kaientai, and
Yeah, and that was the first taste of real Japanese wrestlers.
yeah.
You know, yeah, okay. Talk about guys like Yokozuna, who,
Wasn't even fucking Japanese.
or Mr. Fuji, who is of Japanese descent, but not Japanese himself. So,
Right.
you have Funaki and Takabechi Miracle. So, we fast forward to yesterday,
Yes.
watching this, and I don't know if it was me or what, but was Takamechi Naku's hair like gray or
Well, I think it was like black, but he painted it or colored it a silver gray color.
yeah?
Because I don't think Taka's old enough yet to have gray hairs.
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, true.
Fucking insane. But anyways.
Go on to match for the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship between Zack Sabre Jr. and the Stone Pitbull Ishii.
And I kind of thought Ishii was
Tomohiro Ishii.
someone else, but...
Right.
Yeah, well, like there's the guy with the chains. The hardcore wrestler.
Yeah, Togi Makabe.
Yes. So... I missed him in the pre-show, but anyways. Yeah, this was cool. I mean, you look at Zack Sabre Jr., who's also been in a lot of different promotions besides the main ones, but
He
yeah.
also wrestled in WWE for the Cruiserweight Classic.
Oh, right, yeah. Forgot about that. So, anyways.
This match was really interesting because you're essentially pitting the Japanese strong style against the European strong style. Now, with Zack Sabre Jr., he does have the stiff strikes, but he's more of like the Karl Gotch
Yes.
esque European strong style in the sense of like joint manipulation and bending the wrist and bending the fingers and working over the arm or the leg or whatever. And it was pretty much Zack, for a good portion of the match, was working over Ishii's left arm?
Yes.
Because he would have that
Oh, yeah. They really entered that, too.
heavy padding on it.
But obviously Zack won the match and became the first British heavyweight champion. I was actually surprised that they're bringing more worldly titles. Because you have the United States champion in both brands. You have this now. You have the North American Championship in NXT.
Yes.
So, just kind of interesting. I keep saying we gotta bring back the Canadian Championship.
Yeah, really. Eh?
So,
Like a Canadian heavyweight championship
Something
or
like-
something.
oh yeah. Just go over to Lance Storm's house and take it.
Yeah, really.
So,
eh?
yeah. But anyhow, we have... Well, I just talked about that match. The Los the Japan.
Sonata and
Oh,
Evil
shit.
representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, and Tonga and Tonga Loa as Gorillas of Destiny, and the Young Bucks of Nick and Matt Jackson.
That wasn't a really good match, and
Yeah.
you look at the shit that the Young Bucks do, and you think, yeah, I think Matt Jackson needs to be with Jeff Hardy, because,
Oh God.
Jesus Christ, that guy could do anything and goes up the ramp and does these moves that it's just insane, you know.
Oh yeah, getting friggin' body slammed on the long walkway from like the stage to the ring, and then taking a clothesline from Evil and taking
Yeah.
wicked back bumps, and yeah.
But just the way that Sonata and Evil came out, like with
Oh yeah.
the gear, and that's the cool thing about Japan. Well, they come down the aisle and they, I guess, you know, they have interesting entire gear and
You could essentially say that Wrestle Kingdom to New Japan is what WrestleMania is to the WWE. Essentially in
Yeah.
the fact that they go all out with like things they wear to the ring, like masks and jackets and all this other stuff. I mean, you look at even Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, their outfits was kind of like Iron Man-esque, sort of.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure. Probably a tribute to Stan Lee, which I thought was cool.
Yeah,
And I didn't even think about that till just now.
right.
But yeah, no, I think that was really cool. And of course, we have new tag team champions. And lost, that goes
Sonata and Evil.
Sonata and Evil, which I thought was cool. Just a brilliant, and of course, the Young Bucks are a lot of the, I guess, real professional wrestling fans don't care about them, but
Yeah.
I really enjoy their work.
Oh yeah, they're as cocky and arrogant as those two may come off.
Mhm.
They're two very talented wrestlers
Oh yeah.
and a hell of a tag team. Not to mention the fact that, yes, they wrestled in New Japan and periodically from time to time in Ring of Honor, but they also, for a short period of time,
TNA.
wrestled in TNA as Generation Me.
Exactly. So, that's really cool.
Uh-huh.
And of course, Gorillas of Destiny with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa were really cool to see those two. Like, the Samoan heritage is rich as well as
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
the Japanese heritage, whatever.
Well, I mean, not to mention the fact that they're the sons of probably one of the toughest, roughest, most baddest
yeah.
dudes in wrestling, and
Mhm.
Haku.
Yes. Oh yeah, Haku, one of the biggest, toughest guys in, like you said. So, anyways, we go to the IWGP United States Championship with Juice Robinson, who defeated Cody,
Yes.
and what a match this was. I kind of forgot that Cody was the United States champion.
Yeah, really.
And kind of surprised that he didn't come out with the NWA championship.
He won it from Nick Aldis
Mhm.
at the All In event,
Mm-hmm.
but then ended up losing it back to Aldis. I believe it was 2 or 3 falls match or something. A little bit later,
I didn't know that.
but yeah.
But this was a good match too. It makes you remember how good Juice Robinson is.
Yes.
I'm telling you yesterday that this CJ Parker
Yes.
thing in NXT would have been really good if they hadn't made him turn heel and changed his gimmick.
Right.
But him in Japan he's been doing really well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And Cody as well. Cody has been everywhere now.
Basically,
Like WWE, New Japan, Ring of Honor, TNA, Just basically, well, he was actually on an episode of Hollywood Championship Wrestling, I believe.
Right. Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, he's been everywhere. And
I went everywhere,
where, man? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there it is. Very cool. And I think it's not cocky unless you can back it up.
True.
So, there it is.
And I mean, it's one of those things too where Juice Robinson, formerly being CJ Parker in NXT, had a fairly good run,
Mm-hmm.
but never really seemed to go too far. However, since he went to Japan and started wrestling for New Japan, he's had a career resurgence. He's gone under the name Juice Robinson. He's had a few good matches. There's been some promos I've seen him cut that are gold,
Yeah.
and now have him be the IWGP United States Champion.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, it's a lot better than Sammy Callahan's NXT career.
True.
Uh,
Of course, they mentioned in the match the incident where Juice ended up breaking his hand.
oh yeah, I thought that was cool.
Of course, I remember seeing the interview that he did where he talked about having a broken hand and still finishing the match and all this other stuff. It was
Yeah.
actually really, really good.
That's a tough motherfucker. Right?
You got that right.
There's a lot of those. You know, you think that professional wrestling is fake? You don't know anything.
Like, to have your hand broken, like the knuckle or whatever broken, and to finish the match, whether you win or lose, that says something.
Tamashiri Ishii with the fucking arm, and he still continued the match.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah. Anyways, so we got
A match, a singles match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship between Taiji Ishimori and Kushida.
the Junior Heavyweight Championship, and that was a good match too.
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
think that definitely a lot of cool spots.
Yes.
You know, I try to remember, right? But
Talk about interesting entrances. Kushida's entrance was fairly interesting in the aspect of like paying homage to Back to the Future.
oh yeah. So we have, you know, the guy who's Doc Brown coming out, and he brings this kid with a Kushida mask.
Oh yeah, dressed up like Kushida with like a small replica version of the Junior Heavyweight Championship and Kushida mask, and he comes out and he's waving to the fans and
Yeah.
all this other stuff, and then you have, I can't remember his name, dressed up like Doc Brown, and he takes a little kid by the hand and says, alright, you stay here, and I've got this, looks like one of those big friggin' controllers you'd have for like a remote control car, and he's fumbling around with it, and then you see like smoke, a bunch of smoke, and then it clears, and the kid's gone, and there is Kushida.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That was very cool, you know, and that's kind of, unfortunately, what the North American wrestling doesn't have, is those cool effects.
Yeah.
But anyhow, this was a good match.
Very good match, very good
I
match.
really enjoyed it. And
Of course, Taiji Ishimori, known right now as the Bone Soldier, and a member of the Bullet Club, previously having wrestled for a little while with Impact Wrestling before going
right,
to
yes, that's right, yeah.
before going to New Japan.
Yeah, for sure.
In fact, it was Taiji Ishimori and what was his name? Rascals. Oh, what's his name? Anyways,
Yeah.
them two had a match against each other for the finals of the World Cup or whatever.
Right, yes.
That was a good match.
Yeah, for sure. So, we'll go now to Jay White versus Kazuchika Okada.
Only match on the card, no championship on the line. This basically all came about because
Gaito turned on Okada a la Shield style.
essentially,
So, that was interesting. I like I like that promo that happened. Not promo, but you know.
Right.
But yeah, so I mean, this was a really good match too. I like Jay White. I also really like Okada. So I mean, what's not to hate, or what's to hate about this match?
Yeah, really.
Yes, I think that it was an interesting match. I think that if ever, they should wrestle for a title.
I think they will.
But like wrestle again. I mean, let's see
Yeah.
another match. But this was really good.
One thing that they mentioned in this, well, kind of the beginning of the match, you could say, was, I guess, Okada had changed his ring gear and I guess his character, not wanting to be the Rainmaker anymore, but for this match against Jay White, he had the coat, the necklace, the short trunks, the money falling from the sky, going for the Rainmaker finisher, so kind of interesting how he went back to his, I guess you could say, former self
Oh yeah.
for this match against Jay White.
Oh yeah. That was awesome.
Yes.
So where we go now to the
A no disqualification match for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship.
Alpha Chris Jericho versus
Tatsuya Naito.
yeah. That was bad. But I was telling Kyle that fuck off. Was watching Naito back 10 years ago when he was on CMLL doing the Mexico Japan feud, and that was pretty cool. It's cool to watch wrestlers that you've seen for years and just to see how they've progressed, I guess. Even Chris Jericho. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
never watched WCW that much, and
Right.
I watched Chris Jericho revert back to kind of the high-flying style that he used to do. And at his age, he's still good at it.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I mean, been in the business for 20, 21 years. Being, I'm sure, 40-ish, I'll say.
Yeah, 40.
Close to it.
No, I think he'll be 48 this year.
Okay.
So,
And to still do things like the lion salt and the springboard drop kick and other things like that is, well, age is only a number.
oh yeah. I mean, Jericho still has it. A
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of wrestlers still have it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, Rob Van Dam, even though, he is the same age, it's like, he still goes at it, and he's still there. Rhino, a lot of them, But, again, this was brutal. Jericho and Japan is much more brutal and
Much
Then-
more aggressive, much darker side.
than he was in WWE.
Yes.
You look at, if it's like a movie, Japan is like rated R, and you go to WWE and it's like,
PG-13.
exactly, You got Jericho calling people stupid idiots, and you just made the list, and go to Japan and he's cussing
Like,
and
fuck you. and
fuck you, and
Get up, you stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And all this other stuff.
going and doing the fucking walls of Jericho, and just vicious, and the table, we're going through a table.
Oh, yeah, like friggin' Spike and Naito on his head on a table and, you know, hitting him repeatedly with a kendo stick and chairs. That was a fairly good match.
Also, you have the fact that Naito is the new Intercontinental Champion.
Yes.
So, I can't wait to see what they do with him. Although I don't watch New Japan regularly,
Yeah.
I just watch pay-per-views.
Uh-huh.
I still can't wait to see what they do with him. I mean,
Yes, absolutely.
to see, like I said, 10 years of watching Naito and seeing what they've done with him, it's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
And one thing that they said that I found kind of cool, but it really is the truth. Between WWE and New Japan, overall, Chris Jericho has held 10 Intercontinental titles.
oh, yeah,
9 with WWE, and then the IWGP Intercontinental title.
that's right. And also, he's the Grand Slam champion, so.
Well, yeah.
But
I mean,
there was a rumor that he was going to an Impact, and not sure if that's going to happen, but. you never
I'm
know.
sure Jericho will hang around New Japan for a little while longer.
Hmm. So then we have the main event. We've got the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Got Hiroshi Tanahashi, the Rockstar, who defeated Kenny Omega to win the championship. And we got the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega's corner. Of course, the Elite.
Right.
Oh, look at the ring gear that fucking Kenny Omega. Now, this is a rumor that this is Kenny Omega's last match. So, they are talking about him going to WWE.
Right.
I highly doubt it, because what are they going to do with him?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I don't know. I mean, unless it goes to NXT, which you could possibly do that. I just
Yes.
don't know what they're going to do with him.
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, yeah, talk about the ring gear that Kenny Omega, or the entrance gear, you could say, that Kenny Omega had. And it was like one-winged angel, like a gladiator, combined as one type thing.
Mm.
Because he had like the chest plate and the shoulder protection, sword on his back, and like the one wing, and all pretty good. Although it's kind of funny because last year when he competed at Wrestle Kingdom, he did an homage to the Terminator.
Yeah. Oh, I was waiting for it. Or whatever. The little Terminator theme song.
Right, yeah.
But they didn't do that. And that's the thing, too. I don't even know if Kenny Omega is fucking face or heel anymore. Because last year,
Yeah.
he left the Bullet Club so he could join up Ibushi.
Ibushi,
So,
yeah.
I don't even know. But, I mean, this was a good match. Again, like I said, this to me was a lot more hard-hitting and contact and whatever. And it just looked really well done. So, I mean, yeah, your new champion is Hiroshi Tanahashi.
For the 8th time.
Yes. And so that'll be funny. It'll be cool to see what happens.
Yeah, and I mean, for Kenny Omega and Hiroshi Tanahashi to go that hard hitting, that kind of fast paced, slow pace, near falls, and all this other stuff for 35, 36 minutes, or 39-14, almost 40 minutes. Pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, this is always a good pay-per-view. And really enjoy it. So, I mean, I can't wait to see what happens next year. So,
Oh,
before
yeah,
we go,
absolutely.
I just want to talk about the passing of one Mean Gene Okerlund this week.
Yes.
And, well, I can't remember what day it was.
Wednesday?
Yeah. You know, kind of. I did a picture, like I made a picture of all the commentators that have passed away. You got Gorilla Monsoon, Lord Alfred Hayes, Bobby Heenan, and now we got Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah.
You know, kind of. When I started watching wrestling, you know, there was Mean Gene, and, you know, it was kind of interesting to see all his stuff, all the interviews that he's done, and
Yeah.
again, you don't realize what kind of badass he was. Like
Oh, yeah.
at YouTube videos, and you could see him cuss in a lot of the promos that he does, like with the Rick Rude thing where the WrestleMania side fell off, or him laughing at Wendy Rector's joke that he thought she did, and
Yeah, yeah.
you know, and of course going on to WCW, and I was not a fan of WCW, so didn't really pay attention to his stuff, but you know, seeing him at WrestleMania 17, and then
Yes.
WrestleMania 20, and then you know, the WWE Network, you got the Legends House,
Right.
pretty you talk about the dirty-minded Gene.
Eh, eh.
And they're at the massage parlor, and he's got the towel on him, and it's the biggest fucking boner. But, yeah, you know, he's gonna be missed. He's, you know, one of the biggest influences in wrestling commentary, and yeah, the guy spanned AWA, WWF, WCW, TNA, other stuff too. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
the guy definitely deserves everything.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know? So, I
absolutely.
mean, I don't know. Do you have anything to say?
Talk about is him going to interview Rick Rude with Bobby Heenan and the sign falling down. That was awkward but kind of funny moment. Another moment that I remember is I believe Gene Okerlund was interviewing Ric Flair after he won the Royal Rumble in
Yes.
'92, and
Put that cigarette out.
yeah, exactly. Ric Flair's going on. This is with a tear in my eye. This is the greatest moment of my life, and on. Gene turns, put that cigarette out. He's like, alrighty then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene, definitely one of the most recognizable figures in the wrestling business, having done it for many years and having worked alongside the likes of Bobby Heenan, Tony Schiavone, Mike Tenay, Lord Alfred Hayes, Gorilla Monsoon, and countless wrestlers he interviewed, everybody from Andre the Giant to Hulk Hogan to
British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith,
British Bulldog, Davey Boy
Macho
Smith,
Man, Randy Savage,
Yeah.
Wendy Rector,
Ric Flair, Rick Rude,
yeah, Scott Steiner.
yeah.
Mm,
There was one interview that he got to do. It was on a Raw. It might have been Raw 25 or something like that with AJ Styles.
yep. Oh yeah, and that was, you know, that was the last interview that we saw. You know,
Yeah.
and just kind of, just no, it's not kind of. It is. It's really sad.
Yeah.
You know, when this happens. You know, I mean, with Bobby Heenan, it was expected. With Gene, it's like he had his health issues, but we thought it was, you know, good. But I just,
my thoughts to his family, and you know, gonna be missed.
Absolutely.
So, anyways, yeah, rest in peace, Gene. And yeah. So, this is me and Matt and Killer. Oh yeah, well, whatever. Me and Matt and Killer Kyle. This is not Wheels of Fury. This is my own personal channel. I think, you know, I try to fix the New Year's episode because we didn't really have too much time, and I don't love making long videos, but
Yeah.
sometimes there's just no choice.
Yeah.
So, anyways, next week we're gonna do a look back, and because Phoenix, Arizona holds Royal Rumble this year,
Yep.
we're going back to 2014 when the Royal Rumble in Phoenix kind of comes full circle, because last year for WrestleMania we did WrestleMania 30. So
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, for me and Matt, and of course I got Kyle here, Killer Kyle, and we will see you next week.